you know, every single day, millions of women, knowingly or unknowingly, compete in the most grueling race of their life. It's like a squid game. For men, success is attached to their achievements. But for women, there's a huge checklist. The list goes like, be flawless, be fertile, be beautiful, be healthy, especially in the case of menstruation and reproductive system. Be submissive. Do not raise your voice. Okay? On top of all this, be the best caretaker of your family. And this race the women compete is to become the society's version of perfect women. Who set these rules? Let us talk about it. These rules were set way long ago by mix-up of social, cultural, and historic forces who were rooted deeply into patriarchy and traditional gender rules. Technology advances every single day. Norms shifts, cultures adapt, but one thing stubbornly remains unchanged, the definition that is defined of a perfect woman. Even if you are the most successful in your career, you are the gold-hearted person, you are an epitome of greatness, if you don't fall in this mold of perfect woman, you are boo. Have you ever wondered what is the other side of the world? We consider these women imperfect. Have you ever considered what they consider about themselves? These beautiful and fragile sisters, daughters, daughter-in-laws, our friends, they consider themselves as worthless. They question their existence. In their relentless pursuit of becoming the society's version of perfect women, they lose themselves. Why am I so concerned about these women? Because I am one of them. I am that one imperfect woman standing in front of you. Let me tell you my story. I was this vibrant, multi-talented kid filled with lots of dreams, starting from excelling in academics to winning so many prizes in dance, folk songs. Life was colorful, wonderful. Even as a fifth grader, my life was mapped. I knew one day I was going to become the most irritating English teacher I am today to you now. It was all planned. I thought life would go the same way. I married the love of my life with the blessings of my family. 2 years into my marriage, my world shattered. When my doctor said, I have unexplained infertility. Students, new vocabulary, please. Learn it. Unexplained infertility? By the time I understood what exactly was happening, came in endless tests, medicines, treatments. Oh my God, the journey. No other girl should endure that. That constant loop of hope and despair, that endless cycle of heartbreak and hope, every negative test that given me. The girl who used to make number of TikTok videos out of self-love, to look at her. I used to watch my own TikTok videos. I used to have lots of self-love towards myself. That girl spiraled into depression. It was exhausting. It was demoralizing. That was the dark phase of my life. And then I considered self-harm. I thought this stream of thoughts that are coming in my mind that are affecting my mental health is because of what I'm going through. If I hurt myself physically, out of that physical pain, I thought I would forget my mental pain. I was in the dark phase. I thought everything is done. Then, at that point, I decided to take charge of my life. I didn't let life consume me. I started to fight back. And my friend, God cannot be everywhere the created mother, they say. God cannot be everywhere. That's the reason He created women, I say. There is this friend of mine, Afreen Afshan. She told me something that led me towards my healing journey. You know what she said? You can't be healed until you want to be healed. You can't be healed until you want to be healed. And that made me shift my focus from suffering to surviving. And she told me, you're waiting for the people who hurt you to come back and say sorry and heal you? That's never going to happen. People are not cruel. It's the circumstances, unawareness that they make cruel to each other. So you start forgiving them. And my healing journey started when I realized something very profound. Girls, I want you all to remember this. My worth is not defined by my health issues. My worth is not defined by my ability of bearing a child as soon as I got married. Of course, I'm going to be the world's best mother one day. Things may take time. That's what I had to realize. Things may take time. It's not a PPT presentation, slide after slide, that comes just in a chronological order. Sometimes the first one goes to last. It's okay. It's okay. Take time for yourself. Right? And communication became my lifeline. I was scared to open up to my own people, scaring of judgment. But when I opened up, I ended up with lots of empathy, understanding, and awareness. And from the same society where people judged me for gaining weight, where people judged me for not being fit into the mold of perfect women, there was another side, the wonderful side of the society, who came, stood with me. I take very much pride in telling all those my colleagues, my friend who stood with me, today they made me whatever I am, sitting in between you people. Then that's when this question started. You know what people labeled me? They stopped calling me Akhila. When I considered self-harm, when I started crying after looking at negative tests, when my mental health was deteriorating, people called me crazy and hysteric. When did being human become hysteric? Are they in Mars? We are all human beings, right? Expressing emotions is as natural and instinctive like swatting a mosquito when it bites. It's necessary, natural, and undeniably human. Being vulnerable is something only people who have guts can do. I could do that. I cried when I felt sad. I cried when I felt sad. I took stand for myself. I raised my voice. People called me hysteric for that. Let me tell you something really interesting about this hysteric woman. In my journey of this, I happen to meet so many people who go through the same, so many crazy women that the society call. You know what these women are ready to do for happiness, and what these women are ready to do by being consumed by societal pleasures? One woman says, I failed my husband. He loves me so much, I can't give him a child, so I failed my husband. Fail your husband? If that fellow loves you so much, he should be able to love you irrespective of the ability of you bearing a child, right? And another woman has a deadline, it seems. If she can't give a child within the coming 3 years, her husband will be married to somebody else. I have a question. Let us say the case is other way around. Would these crazy women do the same to you people? Those women with motherly instincts? They won't. Think about it. And when I say awareness, where does this awareness come from? Women's health has been reduced and misunderstood to myths and silence rather than science and facts. Conditions like endometriosis, PCOS, hormonal imbalances, menopause, fertility issues are considered to be something that are created by women. Are we creators? We create children, we don't create health issues, I believe. Right? This society where we live considers a woman with low platelet count as they take care of that woman, and the same woman, if they have hormonal imbalances, they judge her. Being both medical conditions, people do not understand that. And when I talk about awareness, I also want everybody to understand all these hormonal and reproductive system related issues also are medical conditions. They are not something that are created by women who are lazy. They are not created because women are careless. They are medical conditions too. And in order to gain information regarding such things, if it is man to man or woman to woman, people may consider, see, we have to get the tavis from Baba only, right? The same way, in order to get the proper information about this, there are so many support groups. That little magical thing that is in our hands can do all the wonders. If you know, I initially didn't know there are lots of resources who can talk about this. Then when I went through these resources, when I went through these support groups, I understood something really profound, that these people not only counsel the woman that is suffering, because woman is suffering because of the people around her. The counseling should be given to, the awareness should be given to the other people too. That's what I understood. And here is my call for empathy. It felt like You love someone for their flowers, not the roots, and you don't like them when it is autumn. That's not fair. Here's my call for empathy. What if we can replace judgment by understanding and empathy? Let us all together create a world where every human being, irrespective of gender, feels valued, heard, and visible of what they are, who they are, rather than what they can do to us. There are so many Akhilas out there, be there Afreen, be there staff members who made whatever she is today. Redefining women beyond fertility, secrecy, and beauty is not just changing the perception of the society. It's taking off the weight that every woman at some point of life face this cruel lens of social justification. It's like taking that weight off their shoulders. Let us all together do that, and let us teach our sons and daughters the difference between being weak and being fragile. Women are not weak. Women are fragile. If you know the difference, world is a beautiful place. Let us teach our sons that women are fragile and they should be taken care of, not because they can't handle the life or they are weak, because they carry life within themselves. That's a wonderful thing about women. And towards the end, I would like to say, remember this face, remember these words. My dear brothers, please go home, talk to your mothers, talk to your sisters, talk to your girlfriends, everyone. They all don't have a stage like this. Today, fortunately, Akhila has a stage to talk and share with you all. And when you go to talk to them, carry something really precious and important. Your shoulder to lean on. Give them an assurance that you're not going to judge them. I will put you all in jail if you start judging, even after listening to my speech. Anna, mana aadapillal bangaram Anna. Take care of them. Let us break this silence, one conversation at a time. Thank you.